After posting my video, my day one video yesterday, a friend of mine from Alaska asked, very good question. Chance asked, I'm 3,000 miles away, so what can I do? Because he wants to be available. He wants to help. What can I do? And it's a great question because I didn't have the answer for it. And the answer for that right now really is, let me know you're watching. So when I post something, I'm going to say a few things. I want to share with you what it is that I did the day that I got laid off and why I'm moving forward with something like this. I want to document. I want you to join me, go on my journey with me and my family, be a part of it, say something. If it doesn't sound right or if you think that's just going off the wrong way, I'm listening. I want to hear what it is that you're saying. I want to hear what it is that you gotta put into that advice, guidance, stay positive, or constructively critical. So let me know you're watching. Chance, that's what it is that I want from you, and that's what it is that I'm asking of everybody who's watching this. So the first thing I'll do is I want to kind of explain to you what happened on that day that I got laid off. So position I come walking in, and the position I got the boss and I see HR. And like I said, I wasn't surprised, but I was disappointed, right? So get through the formalities. I'm on my way out, and I got a decision. What am I going to do? I find myself through a couple of different things. I find myself at the cathedral in St. Paul. It was 7:30 in the morning, so some of the doors to the other churches that are closer or that are home for me were closed. But I went to the cathedral, and I was there for about an hour and a half. And after that, I prayed more. We'll cover that. I'm sure I'm going to share that with you. I do want to share that with you. I'm just not ready to yet. But I came home, and I took this whiteboard here, and I cleaned it because it had a bunch of other pieces of information on there, and didn't have anything to do with what was going on. Now, if you looked at that whiteboard, basically what I did is I came in, I cleaned it up, and I just threw up on it. And I asked questions. What do you want? What is your why? What do you have? What will you need to do? What do you need? And then what are you going to do next? And as you can see, what do you want? In the list of things. Some of them had to do with owning a business or asking the question, own a business, get a job, work from home, master my fate, politics, financial independence. You'll see, what is your why? Bridget's my why. Sergio's my why. Isaac's my why. Elias is my why. Familia's my why. God's work is my why. Why am I here? But a big piece of that is here. Never again. Never again am I going to allow that to happen to me, this to happen to me. I master my own fate. I control it. So I'm never going to let that happen again. And I got to identify what's my craft. What do I have? I mean, do an inventory. What do I have? Right? You see that. And then what will I need? Give up sleep, goals, set, organize, education, reduce outgo, identify current status. And what are you going to do? And you got to break it down. And this is what I did. I threw up on my whiteboard here. Okay? Discipline, good habits, commitment. This one stuck to me, though, because as you're listening to, it says here, failure is the signpost telling you that you were headed in the wrong direction. Now, technically, it wasn't a failure. I guess you can go into semantics, whatever. But the reality is that I'm not where it is that I wanted to be. I told you yesterday God interfered, and he did. He says you weren't going to, and I'll tell you that story here shortly, too. Because I figured out in going through this whiteboard exercise and throwing up on that whiteboard basically everything that I had in my head, I realized that I was done working for my previous employer back in February. And so understanding that that was God's interference and God interrupting and saying, hey, I told you in February you weren't going to be there. You don't want to do it on your own? Well, my turn. You're going to listen to me. And so I am. And so going back or trying to go back would be like trying to challenge what it is that his plan is. All right. Understanding failure is a signpost telling you that you were headed in the wrong direction. I've got that in front of me. Now, what you did notice here is this last piece. This is a recent addition. It's ACT, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Act. I don't have my ducks in a row. It's going to be a while before I have my ducks in a row. But the reality is if I wait till my ducks are in a row, my opportunities are going to pass. So I'm going to act. I cannot wait. There's a quote here. You don't have to get great to get started. You have to get started to be great. And this is the reality. So anybody else who's watching too, pay attention to this. You must act. And this is what I want. This is what I'm asking for your help. You let me know that you are watching this. You let me know that you're seeing this, that you're a part of this journey that I'm going to be going on, that I'm going to share with you, and we're going to move forward together. If you want to join me, great. Let me know. We'll put it together. If you're not, you just want to watch, just give me a like, or not even every day, just once a week. Because if I know you're watching, I'm going to be accountable to you. I've got my kids watching me right now. I've got people watching me right now wondering, how am I going to act? What am I going to do next? Is he going to go this way or is he going to go that way? Is he going to fall or is he going to succeed? I've got my kids watching me. How am I supposed to act? What am I supposed to show them? What kind of example am I going to have to show them? Or do I need to show them? Because they're going to be out there on their own. Isaac's going in the Navy. Sergio's making us a grandpa, or making me a grandpa, which can happen any minute now. And Elias wants to be a doctor. They're watching right now. How is Dad acting? How is Dad going to act? What is Dad going to do with this information? And I got to teach my men, my young men, because I raised men. I got to teach them. I got to show them. I got to set the example. Either I go the easy way or I go the hard way. Either I make something out of it, or I make this the best thing that can happen to us, or I make it the worst thing that can happen to us. I've decided. I've made the decision. I'm inspired to make this the best thing that ever happened to us. That's my why. Us. Talk to you soon.